guys. I'm gonna start out with shout outs here in a second. Pull up my Do you guys like that intro? You guys could hear the sound on it, right? Okay. There we go. I'll sit there. Alright, we're going to start out with shout-outs. Manuel, Caterpillar Man. Logan. Tyler. My mic's close enough here. Mad Moose, Mimo Lopez. Industrial Ship. Darkish Newt, Trent Brown. Winter, the Wendigo. Mole Meltier. Nick Oxenford. Brahman. Ryan Tremblay. I also don't think I say your name right, Ryan, but it's too late. It's Ryan Tremblay. It's already in my brain. Satan. Oh god, Satan's here. Crispy. Fuckmaster. Zach. What's up, guys? I don't think I missed anyone. I don't think so. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got a video queued up. I'm gonna let a few more people join in here. Let me get that ready to go. Wait, Walmart's closed, dude. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I got that thing done. Oh, I don't know why, Ryan. I saw someone. I don't know if it was Chris Cyrus or someone. He said your name different, and I was like, oh, it must be the spell. He said like I don't even know how he said it. It was some weird like Tremblay. I don't even know. I thought. Okay, I figured. Hey, what's up, Eric? You made a video for me. Is it on your channel, Nick? We're gonna go ahead and start here. Let me right as my fucking video starts, my roommates decide, I'm gonna choose now to make the most fucking noise. And my cat, she wants to start making noise. I kicked her ass out. Pickled pill. The pickled pickle pill.
Top 5 ghosts. Call on camera.
I'm doing good, man. What about you?
Grammar school ghosts. Once again, we have another video from popular Mexican ghost hunter Eric Gunner. In this video, Eric is investigating a school where students
This is a new
teachers
Nukes video, by the way.
Very bizarre things.
Pues vamos a explorar aquí en la escuela. Ya les había comentado que me habían dicho unas personas desde hace tiempo, bastante tiempo, que querían que exploráramos en esta escuela porque pues ya habían dicho ellos que hay, pues digamos como avistamientos de niñas que aparecen aquí. Y entonces pues yo la verdad no sé qué pensar. Yo digo, al final del día ya desde que empecé a hacer esto, ya no como, bueno sí, creyente, ¿no?
At first, Eric and his friend aren't finding much.
Ya llevamos de 3 a 4 salones, nada hasta ahorita.
Remember, after every video, we're going to do a thumbs up, thumbs down, real or fake.
¿Qué mierda fue eso?
And almost as if on cue, things start to get weird. As they walk by the classroom, they start to hear the sound of desks being moved around inside.
Eso no tiene nada que ver. Bueno, quiero yo pensar, ¿no? ¿Escuchó, no? ¿Qué? Yo escuché como si arrastraran
Algo, ¿no?
una mesa, una silla, ¿no?
They decide to check out the school restrooms, where many students have reported seeing eerie, ghostly apparitions.
Baños.
Te digo que aquí.
They look through the girls' restroom, checking each stall.
Mujeres. Vamos a buscar. Nada. Vamos al otro. A ver, otro. A ver, mira, es que hay de este lado. Ajá. ¿Está cerrado?
Sí, está cerrado.
El otro. No hay nada. Vamos a seguir al otro. Igual, lo mismo. Nada es. Este dice que no sirve. ¿Sí está cerrado? Ah, está abierto. Igual, nada.
That bucket's tipped over. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, that bucket's on the fucking toilet seat.
¿El bote? No, porque para jalarlo, ¿no? Vamos a ver. Ah, cuidado, baños. No, espérate.
They find nothing unusual, so they turn to leave. And this is where things get truly bizarre.
O sea, al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa nada de todo esto. Vamos a ver si ve más cosas. A ver qué más hay.
Did you see it?
Oh, gross. I did.
Ya no pasa nada de todo esto. Vamos a ver si ve más cosas.
The guys don't notice it, but as they are leaving, a set of bare feet can be seen standing inside of one of the bathroom stalls.
Oh.
A stall that was empty only seconds before. But by far the most chilling shot Eric Gunner catches that night happens when he's casually running his camera.
Ryan with a $10 donation saying, here's a little something for hiding that body for me. I hate you so much.
Aquí de todos modos está grande todo esto. A ver, a ver.
And then industrial shit with a $2 donation. Big Deli's a cute bro with some scary vids. That's true. Thank you both, Ryan and industrial shit.
Watch again.
Todo sí que está bastante grande.
As Eric pans his camera across the empty parking lot, there's a little girl just standing there all alone, staring up at them. As he pans back a few seconds later, no one there.
Todo sí que está bastante grande.
That's what she said.
Be sure to head over to Eric Gunner's channel for his full video investigation. And if your Spanish isn't so good, like mine, you can turn on YouTube's auto-translate function, which actually isn't half bad for very basic Spanish. A shocking selfie. Nuke's top 5 viewer Juanita Stam sent in the next video. She says that she believes a dark presence might haunt their Nevada home. Juanita's grandparents both passed away in the house, and she says that her brother used to claim to see a small girl in their yard who would mysteriously vanish into thin air. Juanita also claims that late at night she would occasionally hear chilling, unexplainable footsteps on the roof above her. So, Juanita says that one night when she was extremely inebriated, she came home and placed her phone on the nightstand table. And then, well, she pretty much just passed out. She says that she had been playing with her phone and didn't realize that she had accidentally started recording a video.
Like someone just bought your soul. Yep. I just felt it leave my body.
It seems Juanita might be
That's okay, because you know what, Ryan? I have a beer.
The truly creepy part is, something seems to be answering her back.
Tier Man thinks that one is fake. That last one was tough.
Someone or something
I don't know.
seems to be quietly talking to Juanita, and she seems to respond, but the words are indiscernible. There even seems to be a low, angry hiss from the other voice. Now, these indistinct voices could easily be explained
ghost snake?
away, but about 6 minutes
Industrial
into
ship
the
with a
video,
$2 donation saying, waiting for Big Dale's shirt to get scared off. God. Oh. I don't get scared. Never. Never. Do you know why? Do you know why I never get scared?
And disappears at superhuman speed.
Because of this.
Juanita says that when she woke up in the morning, her phone was nowhere to be found. She assumed that she had simply
right.
misplaced it somewhere while in her intoxicated
right.
state. Cut to nearly 2 months later. Juanita is going through some of her old belongings and finds her lost phone. Mysteriously, it's at the bottom of a box that she hadn't looked in for months. She says that when she charged it back up, she found this chilling video on her lost phone.
No worries. I'll probably say it wrong again. Like, I said it right once, I'll probably say it wrong the next time. I'm terrible at reading. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm terrible at seeing.
Reaching out from beyond.
I don't know. That one is. I'm more fake on that
from
than
the
real.
YouTube channel, The Vault Investigators.
It's not a probe, you
Is
guys.
investigating
It's
a house
not
that
a
is
probe.
said
It's
to
a
be
fucking
inhabited by the
weapon.
ghost
It's a
of a little
flashlight
girl.
extender
The video
with a
starts out
magnetized tip,
creepily
and it's
enough
also
as
for
their
like
spirit box
self-defense.
says the
Look at
name
this.
Malcolm.
This is like a baton. I can do fucking moves with it. I'm just saying.
Now, most importantly, it should be noted that the cameraman shooting this footage, his name is actually Malcolm. So this seems like a bit
My
more
roommates
than a
are fucking
coincidence.
annoying.
But when the team sets their iPad on the floor and starts asking the ghost to manifest itself, then things get really strange. Did you see it? A creepy little pale hand, almost like that of a child, seems to reach up right out of the floor to touch the iPad screen.
It's weird.
The direction of the hand movement seems very odd, and it seems to come from a very unnatural angle. So is this the hand of a ghost caught on camera? Or just what is this odd video anomaly? You decide.
That's pretty creepy. I'll give it that. I'm not sure. I can't say what
Meanwhile,
real
on
for or not.
TikTok.
That's a meh.
Now, most of you probably know the movie The Conjuring.
Did I make that? No.
Not know
I got
the
this for
movie, the
Christmas.
cast and crew reported
I got this for
experiencing
Christmas.
odd supernatural activity during the filming of the movie. Star Patrick Wilson has done interviews where he claimed that he saw things mysteriously.
But I'll have a
move
chuck with the
around
video made for you.
set.
Nice.
And Vera
Sure I will.
Farmiga has gone on record with a very bizarre supernatural experience that occurred while filming.
When I opened my computer and there was these claw marks across. After
That
we
Skinwalker
got back from
comes
North
in your-
Carolina where we filmed.
Hey man,
usually
if
the
it
claw
does, I'll
marks
help you out. I'll kill it
appeared
too.
on my thigh.
Co-star Shanley Caswell says that she had a similar bizarre feeling on the set.
We all woke up between 3 and 4 a.m. every morning. It happened all the time. It also happens in the film. And every time I woke up, I just felt like I was being watched. It was creepy enough that Mahalia McFarland, who played the part of Nancy Perrin, and I ended up sleeping in the same room the last couple nights of filming because we couldn't sleep.
Well, it turns out the Conjuring set still exists.
I think I remember
At least
this.
partially.
Like hearing about it.
User Nicole Martin works on the Warner Brothers studio lot, and she recorded this video.
So this is the stage where they filmed The Conjuring, and here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator actually went down here and investigated and heard her name being called. And it's really creepy.
And did you see it?
And here's
those
the
little
hole in the
eyes?
stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator actually went down here and investigated and heard her name being called.
What the fuck is that?
And it's really creepy.
A pair of glowing eyes seems to be peering back at Nicole from
Is it a
the
bird
dark
or something?
recesses as she films. She didn't even notice what looks like creepy glowing eyes until it was pointed out to her by her TikTok viewers. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Oh, what the hell did you
decide.
say? Hey
And
motherfucker,
not
you come
every
near me,
TikTok
I
scare
dare
is
you.
necessarily
Dare
supernatural.
you. See this? Look how it can rotate. I can do anything with this.
Estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso.
I mean, don't make me pull out the real weapon.
¿Quieres asesinarme? Solo aplaude.
Because sometimes your so-called friends are just kinda evil.
What the fuck happened?
Shadows in the
Wait,
graveyard.
I missed it.
Over on the YouTube channel, G-Team is necessarily supernatural.
Chicos, son las 3 de la mañana. Estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
Oh my god.
Sometimes your so-called friends are just kinda evil. Shadows in the graveyard. Over on the YouTube channel, G-Team Paranormal, Patty and her daughter Heather are exploring an allegedly very haunted cemetery. They set up a laser grid near the tombs.
Oh, I
so
love.
that they
I
can capture
think laser
any
grids are
movement.
sweet.
And something moves.
All right, she saw something. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, I am.
I don't know if you can pick this up on your camera, but look to the right. You see a freaking shadow. Watch this. Right there.
Why can't we see that footage?
It's like something is walking.
Why can't we
through
see that
the
footage?
freaking lights.
Like on our phone.
Oh my god.
Later, Patty hears a strange sound from within the cemetery, and they catch this.
Listen, listen. I hear something. Oh, Heather.
Ooh.
Did you see it?
I did.
I hear something. Oh,
Industrial ship with a $2 donation saying, "Big deal, the most
Someone or
attractive
something
paranormal
is moving
bro."
around in the
Yeah,
darkness.
honestly, I am.
Patty and Heather get a little spooked and decide to continue their investigation from inside their car.
we got in the car.
Hey,
At
Nighthawk.
this point, we really just don't feel safe. It's in our best interest to just go ahead and leave, but we are gonna film
Ooh,
our
she
way
cute though.
out
Not that
just in
girl though.
case
One in the blue.
we see anything. Maybe we can take a quick little ride through here.
Oh, that's a good idea. They go far. Look how far.
Yeah. Let me see.
Without even noticing, they catch the dark figure in the background again as they film from their car.
That's fucked
And
up.
it's coming closer.
Hello, is there anybody out there with us? Oh, I hear movement. Ooh. What the?
What is that?
Heather, it's getting closer. Go!
Now the figure is right in front of them.
Ew.
She jerks her hands back in fright and actually knocks the battery out of her camera. As someone comes lurching out of the bushes, Patty and Heather decide it's time to just get out of there.
What the fuck?
So did they catch a ghost on camera?
That looks
Or was
real
it
to
just
me.
some
I mean, I
creepy
don't know, but it
person
looks
skulking
real.
around the graveyard. Patty and Heather say that they just don't know. So
Industrial ship
what do you
donates so
think?
often that a position of the assistant leader of
Can
the cult
submit or suggest
of
videos at
the Cult of Dill should be offered.
newsstop5@gmail.com.
Yes,
And thanks so much for watching. I know
that's not a bad idea.
well, pretty much everything is bad for everyone right now. So I wish all of you the best. And in the meanwhile, you can follow me on Twitter at newstop5 to see me get into random.
Okay. 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 Big Dill likes Mills. I can't comment, but actually, I can't comment on that. Or can I? And my YouTube's beans. Oh, I just missed a clip. Never mind. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do a very scary video. This is one of the scariest videos ever made. My grandfather once told me about this scary story, and or this video. I mean, and it was so scary that back even in the 1400s, this video was shown off to the Indians, and the Indians couldn't sleep at night. So what I'm about to show you is gonna make you very scared. Okay.
Top 5 ghosts caught on tape.
What's that, Nick?
The Moore Park Shadow Person.
Hey, Lava, what's
This
up?
first video is actually pretty
Wait, good
old,
morning.
but this is a rare case where the video's age
Where
makes
are
it seem
you at?
much more realistic.
Good morning.
This video was filmed in Moore Park, California in September
nighttime for me.
1989. Keep in mind as you watch that there were no consumer-level video effects programs even invented until the early 1990s. In the film, we see what paranormal investigators
blinds.
call a black mass or shadow person.
No, my cats aren't in here. Like they actually aren't. What are my blinds
It
doing?
appears in a corner of a bedroom and can later be seen
No.
reflected in the dresser mirror.
Why are they put? What is my blinds doing?
This video
They're not doing anything. There's nothing behind them. I'll show you.
Video ever recorded. Hospital ghost.
See?
This next clip takes place at the school hospital Universitario in Honduras. The story goes that a doctor killed himself in a small teaching hospital many years ago, and supposedly his ghost still haunts the halls. One dark night, a medical student who was working late began hearing strange sounds from one of the hallways.
Serena are just now waking up, huh?
On video.
The fuck is this? Ew, what the fuck? Ew, what the fuck is that? Oh my, that actually is fucking fucked up, dude. I've never seen that clip before. At first, it looked like it was something that was actually there.
The ghost can often be heard roaming the halls of
Looks
the
like a fucking
hospital
alien.
late at night, and sometimes flicks the lights on and off in patients' rooms.
No, I seriously do not have my cats in the room.
Cemetery ghost.
I'm not kidding about that.
The city of Savannah, Georgia has a very grisly past. In fact, most of the actual homes in Savannah are built over Native American and colonial burial grounds. As if that weren't creepy enough,
they're not
over
even
the
moving.
years, Savannah, Georgia has also been the site of bloody Civil War battles, massive fires, strange deaths, and a yellow fever epidemic that killed hundreds of residents. With this kind of disturbing local history, you can probably understand why Savannah is often called
so they got how I roasted her. Yeah, I got her pretty
Teenager
good.
Jesse Greathouse was on vacation with his family, taking in the sights of Savannah.
Serena will never
visited
recover
the
from that.
historic Colonial Park Cemetery.
That's a fact.
Cemetery that was established in 1750.
Probably after the stream,
over
Nick.
9,000 graves.
Maybe. Well, I'll tell you what. At the end of the stream, we'll watch it.
With his video camera, when he suddenly sees the strange luminescent image of what looks like a small boy running through the cemetery. The boy disappears behind a gravestone. Then oddly, he suddenly seems to jump into a tree. Then fall to the ground and disappear.
It was there is no cats in my room. That's why I opened the blind to show you that there was no cats behind the curtains.
Video has been
I do not have. I kicked them out from the stream because they always sit there and make
video
noise.
experts. They all found the video to be 100% authentic.
What's up, Geek Squad?
And unaltered.
It's 3 a.m. Your country.
The Covered Ghost. Ben Ivy was recording a tutorial video for his college illustration class when something odd happens behind him.
That you put your effort into not only the illustrations that you've done, but also showing them that you care about your artwork. Some of the materials that you'll need to create
you all remember when, like, back in this day when everyone had like these little TVs in their fucking kitchen? That's such a weird thing now, but I remember that's kind of nostalgic. I just remember everyone, like, your grandparents always had something like that, or your friends. You go to your friend's house and their mom smoked in the house for some reason and they had like vines coming down, like, yeah, these, and then she'd beat you repeatedly and repeatedly. I'm just kidding. What's up?
Or of course you'll need some scissors. You'll need some tape.
Industrial Ship with another $2 donation saying big deal, just flex, will scare off all the ghosts.
Tape to put your image onto a mat board. You'll need of course your image and mat board.
Let's go, baby. I almost ripped my shirt off there.
Your image mounted to the mat board. Take your large piece of paper and place it.
Nick, I'll watch at the end of the stream.
You'll want to cut the paper so that it's slightly longer.
Am I watching fucking arts and crafts time?
Your artwork is mounted to.
It's just a spider.
The thing that makes Ben Ivy's ghost clip seem more believable than most is the fact that Ben is by no means a paranormal investigator or ghost hunter of any kind.
That is usually a telling
All
sign
Ben's
it's
other
not
videos
fake.
are related to
Just
art
saying.
tutorials, family life, and occasional vlogging. Over the entire 10 years that Ben Ivy has been on YouTube, this is the only ghost or paranormal video that Ben has ever posted. Number 1, Ghost in the Hood.
Okay. Shit.
Okay, this next video is very creepy, but also laugh out loud funny, which is a rare combination. Since this top 5 was intended to be a countdown of scary ghost sightings, and not funny ghost sightings, I couldn't decide where to place this clip in the list. So, in the end, I decided that the reaction of the 2 witnesses made this one of the strangest supposed ghost videos I've ever seen. So, I just had to give it the number 1 spot.
I've been recording the whole time. Yo, me and Eon seen this bitch walking through the cemetery. Blowing it, running through the cemetery and landed on a fucking tombstone.
Yeah, she was blowing it. She landed on the tombstone. She was blowing it. Hey, what you doing, girl?
Yo, that shit is creepy. What the fuck? What happened?
This is why black people should do commentary on everything, because black people are like the fucking, they're all just natural comedians. Fucking, they don't give 2 fucks about anything.
She just grabbed the flower. She got on no shoes.
Yo, Boogie, we watching a fucking ghost. Oh, don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing to her. I'm scared as shit, cause what if she knows where you live, nigga?
So stupid. It's like that scene in, what is it? What the fuck? That paranormal movie parody, where they fucking have the black gang come over and then like the ghost scares the black gang. They're like talking shit to the fucking ghost.
She was blowing it. Did you see how she tripped?
She was blowing.
She landed on a tombstone.
On her head. And she planned this. Yo!
There's no way in fuck.
What's up, John? What's up, Heath?
Yo!
She ain't answering nobody. She ain't look at us.
Yo, girl in all white!
Yo, girl in all white.
You scaring me! You really scaring me! You scaring the shit out of me!
Just imagine if the ghost turned around and started fucking sprinting at him with her arms in the air and fucking like lunged at him.
Yo, Boogie,
Scary movie, yeah. I can't remember what
it
went like, but that was fucking.
Yo, she ran through the cemetery and was walking.
Yo, I wish I still had that BB.
Yo, you gotta let her go. Maybe she's like hurting or something.
Why was she running that fast though?
But why she just stop and take someone else? She took someone else's flower, nigga, from there.
Look, she's swinging it. She's having fun, B. Yo, I'm about to go karate kick this bitch.
Yo, this is the creepiest shit that I've ever seen.
I'm about to go karate kick this bitch.
Yo, bitches had a picnic in there the other day.
Fuck a picnic,
Tupac
nigga. She has
is
a whole
alive.
way and she's running and jumping on people's tombstones. Yo, you crazy bitch.
You the crazy bitch.
Nigga, she's jumping on people's tombstones.
What? Oh my God.
She's spinning this shit? Nah. World Star. Where'd she go?
World Star.
Where'd she go?
She disappeared.
She ain't disappeared. Hold on, she went behind the tombstone. She went behind that tombstone right there, that big one. Yo, Mo. Yo, Mo, she's gone, Mo. Yo, Mo, she's gone.
Pass the blunt.
Nah, fuck, hold up. We gotta find her.
No, I don't want to find her.
I'm holding this fucking camera like this. Take that. I'm holding this camera until she come out from behind that fucking tombstone.
Yeah, it's probably either a crackhead or just some like innocent little girl wearing something very creepy.
She's gone. Where the fuck did she go?
Just getting harassed.
Watch her walk behind the tombstone and she's gone. Where you go, bitch? Where you go, bitch?
His neighbor's fucking next door. Open the door. Would you shut the fuck up? You know, because they're just fucking screaming.
Yo.
What is that? Boogie, where the fuck did she go? She went behind that tombstone right
Logan is your brother. Well, welcome, John.
Camera on the tombstone because I see when she went. No, nigga, she went behind the fucking tombstone. That one. God damn it, I can't even point out which one, nigga.
All right, I get it now. I get it. I get it, Nuke's Top 5. We don't need to see the whole clip.
She went behind that tombstone.
So it's like an instant replay up here, boys. Instant replay.
Nigga, she went behind the tombstone and she's gone, nigga. Nigga, fuck that. I'm done. I'm done. I'll record again when this bitch comes back out from behind the tombstone.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to give your opinion of what you thought of each video down in the comments below.
Okay. Where you go, bitch? Let's do another very spooky clip. I think the last one was real, but I don't think it was paranormal. I think that was just some actual person there.
Five scary things caught on camera. Relentless. A Union County, North Carolina family has had repeated problems with a young man stalking their 20-year-old daughter.
Industrial shit with a $2 donation saying big deal. So hot, scary. What a looker. When someone says it's a looker, that reminds me of like someone from down south. What a looker.
The girl's father says that Yorsinai went to high school with his daughter, but the two
Thank you for the donation, Industrial Ship.
Never were friends, never were acquaintances.
In this particular incident, caught on camera, Yorsinai paces around the family's front porch for over 3 hours while they sleep. He is completely aware of the family's security camera. In fact, during the
calendar photo
session,
shoot, says
he
Ryan.
occasionally talks to the camera, spouting random nonsense.
The best moments are not captured on camera or pictures or anything like that. My name is Logan Anthony
Yorsinai was finally arrested and sentenced to 5 years probation. He was also issued an order of no contact with the victim or her family. If he violates his probation, he will be sentenced to 8 years in prison. Backyard nightmare. Lisa McKenzie from Bridge End Wells began to notice strange things around the outside of her home. There were odd scratches on her back door, and she found.
Why don't you do anything with aliens? I do. I like to. It's just it's hard to find.
Decided to set up a CCTV system to monitor her back.
First of all, Nukes doesn't do aliens for some reason, which is very bizarre to me. I don't get why, because there's so many videos. But we can check out some alien stuff.
Thinking that the gate had probably been left
tonight.
open by one of her 2 children.
It's just a little. I don't know.
Just
It's
to be safe, she decided to check.
all to do with.
Then her 2 children had been sleeping upstairs. A man in a raincoat and gloves had been peeking through their windows with a flashlight, trying to force his way inside the back door of the home. Luckily, the man eventually gives up and leaves. Lisa McKenzie told the local news station, quote, "I was sick. I was shaking uncontrollably after watching the video." The creepy failed intruder has never been caught.
Bigfoot's jealous of this guy.
Naked Reagan. On New Year's Eve, Danielle Yancey and her husband had a very
A woman was
unexpected
flirting
visitor.
with you earlier today. What should I do? If she's flirting with you, you should flirt back.
Let's
I would
just say that the sock wasn't on his foot.
The key is to be confident. If you're all skittish and shy and nervous, you're just not gonna have a chance. Say, hey girl, you know, there's a bad virus going around. You're gonna have to fucking come quarantine with me. I'm not taking no for an answer. Hand her some handcuffs. Put these on, and then you put her in the back of your trunk, and you drive away. Okay. Once you get to your house, you put her in a room where she can't escape, and you give her 3 meals a day. She's 15, or you're 15 and she's 28, and I ain't single. Well, first of all, you don't have a shot. She's over 18. Well, I mean, you do, but she's probably not gonna get with you, man, because you're underage.
The man was scared away when her husband spotted him through the window. After the video went viral,
And you're not
he
single.
posted
Whoa,
to
but-
Facebook that the young man came back to her house.
Oh, are you
to
saying like you're
apologize,
not interested?
saying that it was just a drunken
she
dance
was
from
flirting
his
with you, is that what you're
friends,
saying?
and that he had no sinister motives. Water creeper. One morning, San Diego, California resident Tina
Cougars,
Gagne found an empty bottle of poisonous plant fertilizer on her family's front
I've seen. Okay,
porch.
we've seen this
She
video.
checked her Ring doorbell
Like 8
camera
times.
and was shocked.
I'm pausing this video because this isn't even that scary. What we're gonna do is let me look up some Alien. Let's see if this has any music in it. Usually these stupid things have like some kind of fucking dumb music. Sure does. It sure does have some stupid music in it just to make the clip fucking all that much more scary. YouTubers don't do like videos on UFOs or anything like that. It's just not a thing anymore. Like I mean, in terms of like Nuke's Top 5 style. That's why it's so annoying. Like,
it's an internet dream, and now an internet phenomenon. American Jeff Peckman says
Industrial Ship, $2 donation saying Big Dill nailed it. That's why he's such a sexy beast.
He's hoping his film will bolster his case for greater scrutiny of UFOs and training for police and firefighters on how to deal with our planet's extraterrestrial
Beat
guests.
and delete.
He's proposing that $75,000 a year is spent
Oh,
on the
that's funny.
plans, and he says that since videos about his film have appeared all over the internet, he's now confident he can secure 4,000 signatures on a petition to get his proposals on the ballot paper in a vote in Denver in November.
The only thing is, though, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Nick,
Several internet
honestly.
spoofs of his film and ideas have now appeared.
What the fuck is this? This is why I cannot watch. This is, you guys understand now why I can't watch Alien clips. This is fucking retarded. It pisses me off. No one has this like top 10 Alien clips and just like shows the clips. They have to have some fucking music in there to make the clip. Oh, it sounds cool. No, it's gonna be like a breakdown. Maybe that's what I should do. And in fact, I'm going to because it angers me. There's no YouTuber that does it. Not one. And Nuke's Top 5, which I don't know why he doesn't do that. Like, he does some encrypted stuff, but hardly ever does. But he only does, like, ghost stuff. And ghosts are cool. I like ghosts, too, but I don't know. It's just irritating that there's so much UFO evidence that... These are all from, like, CNN and shit. I mean... What's this? Yeah, I don't even know where that video was going, but once I saw an alien with a fucking flower pot in its head, I'm done. Load, you stupid sack of shit. I'm angry. Fucking load. 10 very scary looking aliens caught on tape. 21 million views. Holy fucking balls. For 38,000 subscribers. This is nuts. That's legit like a $50,000 paycheck at minimum if this guy is monetized. What's with the hillbilly music? The music in the background absolutely kills the whole freaking mood. I'm already gonna be pissed off. This is what angers me. Hey, let's put some retarded fucking music in the background just to piss everyone off. You don't need music to do a compilation. You don't. You don't. Just add the actual audio to the clip. That's all you need. Let's just see. I'm gonna get angry. I'm already disliking it. Dude. Oh, I'm retarded. I saw that said 21 million. That's 21,000. Okay. I was looking at the like to dislike. I'm like, what? Number 10.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long horn.
Okay. 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 Yeah, that's... We're gonna go back to Nuke's top 5 now. That's my safe place. This is angering me. You'd think that you could find alien fucking clips on YouTube, and you can't, because they either have stupid fucking music in the background made by stupid people, or they're fucking from, like, they're not YouTubers making the videos, and I can't play them. I cannot play them if they're not, like CNN and all that shit will fucking claim my video and take my stream down. Ugh, grr. Why do people have to be so dumb? Why would you add that music in there anyways? That's so weird to me. I think I'm gonna add some country music to this alien compilation. That's gonna make it real fucking creepy. Dumb. Let's do a let's do Nuke's top 5 alien. This is like the only one he's had on his channel.
The top 5 UFO sightings caught on tape.
Could have chills
US
music in the
Department
background,
of
right?
Defense secret UFO program.
To maybe our favorite story of the day, the one that we mentioned at the top of the show, what looks to be a case of real-life X-Files, ladies and gentlemen.
Just this month, the U.S. Defense Department revealed that it had spent over $22 million on the, quote, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Basically, the program's sole purpose was to investigate
That's true. Nothing is worse than
authenticated
chills.
UFO sightings. The Department of Defense had previously denied that the program even existed for
What
over
the
10 years.
heaven is it? Yeah, right?
Along
It's
with
so
the
bad.
admission, some documented UFO encounters by the U.S. Navy were finally released to the public. In this clip, 2 Navy Air Force pilots encounter an object like nothing they've
Did
ever
you?
seen.
Oh, that's what I should show you guys.
Caught on
I'll
camera.
cue this up.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
If you guys don't have Twitter, then you missed this.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
This was tweeted by the fucking CIA. And I'll prove it to you. This is a real tweet. This is the real Twitter account. CIA verified, 2.8 million followers. This is not fake. Okay. They tweeted a picture called CIA... Wait, why do they have that message on this? CIA never shies away from a challenge, even when they seem otherworldly. Hashtag stay home and learn more about CIA's investigations into UFOs. And they include these 2 pictures, which you can see a UFO here, and like 5 of them here. So it's very weird. I was gonna. Oh, yeah. So, actually, what is this? If you click on this, UFOs Fact or Fiction. Oh, this top 5 CIA documents. Interesting. What happens if I click on one of these documents? Wow, this is an actual document over flying saucers in East Germany. I can't read any of this. July 9th, 1952. Oh. Interesting. The other thing that you guys missed, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you didn't see this. This is another reason you need to follow me on Twitter. I went to the gas station last night to get my beer. Okay. Now, I am exiting the gas station. This is real. I have video evidence of this. I caught Bigfoot. And I know you guys are saying, you caught Bigfoot at a gas station. Yes. And like I said, if you were not on my Twitter, then you missed out on this. Because I have the video on my Twitter. I was coming out of the gas station with my beer, and I saw out of my peripheral someone was coming to me, and it was a large person to open the door. And so I like held the door open for him or whatever, and I looked up and looked at this person, and it's a fucking Bigfoot. I shit you not. I fucking witnessed a Bigfoot, and Bigfoot went into this quick start. And I was such in disbelief and shock. I sat back in my vehicle and recorded so you guys could see him come back out, because I was parked at the gas pumps, parked directly towards the building. And his car, yes, he drove a car, was right next to me, and here's the fucking footage of this Bigfoot. He's fucking wearing clothes, bro. And I shit you not, I'm not kidding. He was driving a BMW with like fucking, there was lights under each wheel that were like flashing lights that when he drove, they like spun around and it looked fucking sick. And he went in the store to buy bananas. I'm not kidding. No, this is a real, I did not stage this. This is not my buddy. I wish I knew someone that rich. That is a Bigfoot. That is a real Bigfoot. I tweeted, so I'm pretty sure I just saw a clothed Bigfoot enter a gas station. So that was definitely creepy to me. Coco says you're having a stroke. That's not good.
That's not her LNS though, is it?
It scared me. It fucking actually scared me because I was like, what the fuck? I'm just looking at a fucking monkey. Like, face to face. I wasn't ready for that. And the costume was so real looking. I don't even know where you get something like that.
Until it makes a bizarre rotation that no drone would be capable.
Could at least drive American.
The pilot also mentions eerily that there is a quote whole fleet
What's
of
up, Millie?
objects flying in the air.
That's just Beast from X-Men. Oh, he's not blue.
NASA UFO cover-up. NASA streams a live feed from the International Space Station on the website
What's up, Keegan?
Ustream.tv. Some regular users claim that occasionally unexplained objects show up around the space station, but NASA then immediately cuts the live feed. Even
Nathan
NASA
Prince,
says
thank you for
that
the
feed
follow.
only goes down when there is a loss of connection with the station's camera. Conspiracy theorists speculate that the feed is being cut for much more nefarious reasons, to cover up live footage of UFOs. In these clips, supposedly
Bigfoot be
captured
making
live by
tons of
viewers,
money off this
we see the
documentaries,
appearance
dude.
of some very strange objects
That's
around
actually
the space station.
fucking accurate. My favorite thing about NASA is they capture the most, and I've said this before in other streams, but NASA actually captures the most UFO footage of anyone,
to another view,
and they always fucking
just cuts out
delete it.
completely. Chilean Navy UFO. Earlier this year, the government of Chile released a strange video shot by a Navy helicopter.
Says Satan.
As you can see in the video, the pilot
Logan,
switches between normal
it is
video
DYLAN.
and images.
It's just my channel is
The
DILL.
object is not visible on regular video, but can clearly
I know
be
it's
seen
weird.
in
It
normal
just doesn't look right. Big deal doesn't look right with
seems to emit
DYL.
some
This
strange
is weird.
spray or gas as it flies across the sky. This controversial video was released after 2 years of study and investigation by both the Chilean government and independent investigators. 8 governmental meetings were held to try to determine what the object was. A team of French analysts suggested that it was simply a medium-haul aircraft dumping
That's very
cabin
true, Nick.
wastewater
I just saw it.
as it came in for a landing. However, this explanation was soon thrown out. You see, the unidentified object did not show up on radar as a traditional plane would. It also didn't respond to attempts at radio contact. And finally, planes do not normally release liquid when landing. In fact, given the warm temperatures that day, aeronautical engineers say that the plane would likely have immediately crashed to the ground if it had released water at that altitude.
Hey, what's up, Juggy?
Experts in everything from meteorology to astrophysics
No,
studied
it's
the footage.
D-Y-L-A-N.
No one could explain what the object was or
The
what it might be
line.
releasing into the atmosphere. The U.S. Department of Defense secret UFO program 2. This next clip was also made public after the U.S. Department of Defense revealed that they had been actively investigating UFO encounters for over 10 years. In 2004, Navy pilots Commander David Fravor and Lieutenant Commander Jim Slate were on a training mission 100 miles off the coast of California when they received a strange order to investigate a UFO. You see, for weeks, the local airbase had been tracking strange, unidentified flying objects on radar. The objects would appear on radar at 80,000 feet, drop down to 20,000 feet, then either zoom back up into space or
Yeah, Logan, that's right.
disappear.
You got it right that time.
One of these strange objects had been spotted on radar, and the two pilots were ordered to investigate. They were shocked by what they found. The object did not show up on their F-18's radar, but they could detect it on their thermal imaging camera. Commander Fravor said that the object was hovering in place over the ocean. The sea below it seemed to bubble and churn, almost as if the seawater were actually boiling. In the video, we can see the pilots continuously zooming in and out on the object, switching viewing modes, as if trying to figure out what it might be that
Yeah,
they were
at some
seeing.
point I'll definitely make a
Commander
alien
Fravor
compilation,
decided
like
to
a
fly directly toward
top
the
5
object
most believable
to
series,
determine once and for all
alien-wise. Like
what
I already
it
got a
actually
Krypton series,
was.
maybe I'll do alien series
That's
too.
when the UFO
And I'll do
suddenly
it
darted
fucking
away
right.
at incredible speed. Fravor said, quote, "It accelerated
Maybe
like
that's what my next
nothing
video
I'd
will be.
ever seen." He added, "I have no idea what I saw. It had no plumes, wings, or rotors."
A really creepy thing is
outran our F-18.
there's actual legit and there's a documentary on this too, and there's documents. I don't know who it's from, but Neil Armstrong, when he landed on the moon, fucking when they switched off from public comms to the dark side comms, which only like the team at NASA could hear them, the first thing he said was, "Sir, they're here, they're watching us." There was aliens on the moon with the first moon landing with Neil Armstrong. They were parked on a mountain watching them. And even Neil Armstrong himself confirmed this. He said it. And then later on, someone talked to him, and then he's like, by the way, I was just kidding about that. That wasn't real. But it was actually recorded, and several witnesses heard this that also verified it. And that's really creepy that they said they were massive, massive beings, which would be tall whites, for those who don't know. Tall whites are 6 to 10 feet tall, is what I believe those were. But that was just a creepy thing. That there's also another interview with the guy that's dying of cancer, and he explains he went into Area 51 way back in the day. He was sent by Eisenhower. Eisenhower threatened to attack Area 51 if they did not reveal everything that was going on there to the president. And at first they said, "No, fuck yourself." And he said, "All right, well, if you don't let these two guys in and they come back empty-handed, I'm sending the 501st in the next week, and we'll take over the base and kill anyone that's in our way." And so they let him in, and they showed him everything. They showed him a gray alien interview where they got to experience telepathic speech, and then they got to show him all the different crafts that they had. And they were working at the time, they were working on reverse engineering things. And now we have actually fully reverse engineered alien spacecraft, and now like 60% of the time, if you see one flying in the air, it's actually human flying it. We have done a lot of test flights, and who knows if it's just American that has achieved this, or if it's all over, like if other countries have done anything with this. I'm not sure about that, but it's they said that we have done test flights out in space. We have done test flights here. You can go from, I think it was like, you can go from the Atlantic to the Pacific in like almost 10 minutes on Earth, and you can stop on a dime. Like, it was like, I think up to, they basically use gravity to... They bend gravity. I don't know. It's some scientific bullshit. I'm just saying it's fucking weird. Industrial Ship, the $2 donation saying, Dylan, my #1 YouTuber, stay epic, bro. Thank you for the donation, Industrial Ship. John Wilson Lee is here. He says, boy, I say, son, to you. How does another YouTuber think dubstep music is making it scary? I like Nuke Step 5. Yeah, Nuke Step 5 is... I like him too. John Wilson Lee is in the house.
The Aguadilla UFO. On April 25th, 2013, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security was conducting a scheduled Customs and Border inspection from a Dash 8Q-200 aircraft in Aguadilla,
The
Puerto
501st,
Rico.
yes.
As they took off from the airport,
Wait, you didn't know that
spotted
Vader
a
wasn't
strange
real?
flashing light flying in the dark over the airfield and circled back.
Star Wars is based on a true story, for those that don't know. That's not a fake fiction.
Went off. They suspected that it might be the small plane of a drug smuggler trying to avoid detection by turning off his
I could actually show you guys an interview with the guy that's dying that actually was the one that was sent from Eisenhower if you guys want. It's like only 10 minutes long, but if you guys want to see it, let me know. It's very, he shows everything that he saw.
The unidentified object
He has no reason to lie. He's actually dying of cancer. He only has a week to live. The only reason he's saying it now is because they can't kill him. Like, you're threatened. Like, if you come out and reveal secrets, that you'll end up dead. A lot of times that's what happens. Almost done with your song. What kind of ending do you want? What do you mean, what kind of ending? Tall whites are more friendly. The tall whites are looking out for the better of the human race. They're trying to get us from phase 1 to phase 2. The phases are... I need to find what the phase categories were linked as. But phase 0 is like, there's life, but it's not intelligent. It's not... We're considered intelligent life, but we're like at the very bottom of the intelligence meter. Like very bottom, like a 1 out of 10. And that's being generous. Life just is like, is there life forms? Can this planet support life? That is a phase 0 planet. Phase 1 is when you evolve over thousands of years to have intelligent life. That's where we're at now. Phase 2 is, I know it's getting to the point where there's no religions. There's no religion. There's no governments. Or I shouldn't say governments. There's no politics. It's unity. Everyone's one race. It's the human race, not blacks, it's not whites, not Arabics, not fucking all that. It's just one race. And they also do not like nuclear warfare. There's several documented cases where nukes have gone missing or have been randomly shut down, and like the core inside it or whatever it's called is like damaged beyond repair. Like something's fucked up with it and they can't use it. It can't detonate. They don't like nukes. They don't like us using that.
Then flies over the ocean, and this is when things really get weird.
What's my ethnicity? I am like mostly African American. I'm like 74% African.
All without causing a noticeable splash or decreasing speed. Then, even more incredibly, an identical object seems to join the other craft, flying in formation. The source of the leaked video is unknown.
I'll play that video
Experts have
next.
authenticated
This one's
it to
almost
be
over.
Actual U.S. Department of Homeland Security video. Oddly, the original clip was posted to YouTube, then taken down shortly afterwards. The clip you see here was posted by someone who had saved a copy of the original video before its deletion.
If I can find it.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it,
another guy that you guys should check out is this is like one of the more convincing stories, but a guy that's even been doing it for longer. He never saw aliens, but this guy, his name is Bob Lazar. He's the most famous alien, what do you call it, defect. He used to work at Area 51. He's a defect. He basically knew the flight schedules for these crafts. He worked there back in the, I want to say 80s. And when he was there, we were just to the point where we had reverse engineered. It was either we had already reverse engineered these things, or no, it was when we were starting to learn to fly them. We had modified them, like the alien craft, so that we could fit in them, because their seats were so tiny that we couldn't fit in these things. And these were like the small gray saucers. And humans were just learning how to fly them. And they would do test flights, and they'd fly around the Nevada desert. And he'd bring out his friends because he knew the schedule, and they'd grill out or whatever, and and his job was just to work on the craft. He had you had like a team of like 6 or 7 people, and you didn't get any information. You couldn't ask any questions. Not where this thing come from. What are these aliens? He didn't know. They just knew that these were light aluminum crafts, and they just had to study it and report back anything they could find. And basically, they just hired a bunch of smart fucking people who thought outside the box. And you were more hired on your ability to keep secrets than other, like, I don't know. They didn't just because you graduated a good college and you're smart, they don't hire you. They hire you based off if you were kind of like a, I don't know the word for it. Like, you thought outside the box, and they could tell that by they would study you before like wanting to hire you or whatever. But he one night had his friends out at a, like, they'd go to the desert in like an RV or some shit. I don't know. And they'd have a grill out, and they'd wait and have some beers, and they'd fucking watch the fucking light show of these fucking UFOs flying around. Well, one night, after they'd done this about 3 or 4 times, they're out there, and all of a sudden, a green laser comes rolling down the fucking mountain, or the hill, or whatever, right to their feet, and they're like, what the fuck? They look up, and about fucking 40 armed guards with fucking green laser attachment on their rifles come and swarm them and arrest them all. Well, they figured out, because obviously if you work at Area 51, your phone's tapped 24/7. They knew about it. They found out that Bob Lazar was showing these test flights somehow. And fucking, they took him in, and they were all eventually released. Like, they weren't in trouble. They didn't do anything technically illegal. Like, the people that were with him, they just detained him. Bob Lazar was fired, obviously, and then he was debriefed. Everything, he has no evidence of ever going to school, like graduating college, graduating high school. He has no evidence of working at any job ever. He's never had a job, technically. And he definitely never worked there. So, like, they went into, like, the database and fucked with everything on him. And so, like, all this schooling he did for being, like, a scientist or whatever he was, he couldn't pursue a dream that he couldn't go and get a job because he had no experience, even though he did. But what's fucked up is they were in the fucking interview with him, and they basically said, Bob, we have something to tell you. And he said, what? You know, this is after they detained him. They said, your wife's been cheating on you with another man. It's been going on for about 4 years now. Because they had not only his phone tapped, but his entire family's phone tapped. That's how fucking serious it is when you work there at the time. And he found out after he had just got fired and had a horrible night that his wife's been cheating on him. And he said that was the worst night of his life. And he talks about this. You can find this in interviews. This is not me bullshitting. You can find any Bob Lazar. He hates doing interviews now because he does regret coming out with this information and talking about it. He's been one assassination attempt has been made on his life since he started talking publicly, because he's not supposed to, obviously. He's still alive. He says he regrets it because it's made his life a living hell to come out and talk about it. But what's going on now? What's up, Pamela? One hot guy with brains and sex appeal. I haven't even read your guys' chat. Dill is gonna get a message from the FBI of this video. Delete this shit right now. I have gotten an email like that before. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to find that fucking interview. I'm trying to find out what the fuck it was called. It's a dying... I know what it looks like if I see it. Dying man admits. He worked for Project Blue Book. Now, if you guys have ever heard that, the TV show... I think there's a TV show about Blue Book. That was the original thing, which is to find out about aliens. There it is, I found it. Holy fuck, that's not the one I was looking for, though. It's so long. Maybe I can just find the...
It's just too important for people not to know about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you just can we start at the beginning with your military career and just walk through what exactly your experiences were?
Was drafted into the military and got into the U.S. Army. After that, I was sent to the Signal Training Center in eastern United States.
Hey, Damon.
What year would this be?
58. I went through the Signal Training course. And at that time, I went through the radio teletype course and also
Phil Swift is here.
The cryptography course. Crypto.
Brian.
They had 5 instructors that were getting out of military service. So they pulled the top 5 students, and I was 3rd in the class.
Can you guys hear this fine, by the way?
So I got pulled as an instructor.
Now, were you at this time also...
You guys keep watching, I'm going to get a beer.
For CIA?
No.
Not yet?
No. After one day, my boss came to me, and he said, how would you like to, make some extra money? And I said, oh, money is good. So he's explained to me that he could put it through, would have to get a top secret White House Q clearance for the job, And I thought, boy, must be a pretty exclusive thing, And I said, well, what is this? And he said that I'm director for the CIA for Eastern United States, And I said, oh, I didn't know that. And he said, you weren't supposed to. After about 6 weeks, my security clearance came through, and I got my CIA card. It was an ID card, like a credit card, where I could just go up to the door and slice it, walk right in. And my name at that time, I used an artificial name too. Never used my real name. I started working with him on the project he was on, and that was Project Blue Book, which was kind of...
You saw my Skinwalker video on Top 15?
You're saying some of the Blue Book cases were
Yes.
were completely fictitious?
Yes. But the cases that we got came from, I think it was Fort Belvoir, Maryland.
Fort Belvoir?
Yeah.
This truck will be ready in end of June.
Didn't come from
But I have...
Pentagon.
We'll talk about that in a
It
second.
didn't come from CIA headquarters. But we would get reports about a certain sighting that they had in Mexico or Italy or something like that. And then we had people that would follow through on it, that would go out and interview the people to see if they were nutcases or if it was real,
So they'd be going overseas frequently?
I wasn't.
Just pause this for a second. Date me, Dill. I'm black with a whole lot of back. Just kidding. You said you like blondes. I like blondes as my favorite. I like black too. Black hair or black girls. I like both. It's just the fact that your teeth is mango teeth. Or your profile picture or your name is mango teeth. Scares me a little bit.
But I always stay wise. But the people we had working with us from the CIA would do that.
This guy has no reason to lie.
Like a new report, probably a couple times a week. I was coming into the Army fresh off the farm, so I really didn't have much knowledge of anything. But my boss filled me in on Project Blue Book and what they had found so far. As far as grays and aliens and the Roswell incident.
How did you feel when this first got dumped on you? When you first learned about this?
I was just kind of overwhelmed with all of this, And I said to him, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be a judge of this type of thing. what's real, what's not, when I don't have much knowledge of it, you know. So...
What did he say?
He said, well, we have to build the information as we go, and you'll see how this thing is working out.
And then the other thing is, of course, you really weren't able to tell family or close friends, obviously.
No, I couldn't tell anybody. In fact,
I'll get crunk if there's junk in the trunk. All right, I'm down.
Wouldn't tell anybody. A lot of it for 40 years.
I don't care, Nick. It's up to you, man.
More of it for 50 years, which is up in 2010.
You're doing all this crypto work. You're looking at images, photographs, video.
Yeah, they should have given him Mike, yeah.
Maybe the fall of '58. What happened after this?
At that time, the Project Blue Book thing kind of went pot, you know. If you remember, back in those days, they kind of declared it as a nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
they were telling the world all UFOs are misidentifications, hoaxes,
balloons,
psychological issues, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my boss came to me and he said,
Here it comes.
We've both got a new assignment. And he says, oh, I said, where are we going? Oh, he says, we're going to the Capitol.
No, man, it's your song. You're the one making it.
Part of the Eisenhower
What's up, Colin?
push is trying to find out something about all about these aliens that MJ-12 was supposed to find out, but never sent back reports to him.
The MJ-12, the UFO control group, were they calling it MJ-12 at that time? Yes.
They call it.
What's interesting, and you can usually tell a liar by if you have to sit there and ask a question, they try to tell a story around that question to get to the question, and they're trying to buy themselves time to think of what to say, which is a sure sign that someone's lying or doesn't remember. Like when you remember something, you explain it how it is. There's no delay. It just is what it is, you know. This guy, even though he's so old and this happened so long ago, he's still giving these answers like yeah, this is how it happened. Like, I'm not fucking lying. And why would he lie? There's no reason for him to lie. He has no motive. He's dying. He's going to be dead soon. Why make this shit up, you know? Why go to the grave with a huge lie on your chest? I mean, I don't think he would do that.
And
no, he's dying. That's why he sounds like that.
Eisenhower was there and Nixon, and they said, we called the people in from MJ-12 from Area 51 and
Top of my hat.
But they told us that the government had no jurisdiction over what they were doing. So being a past general, you didn't tell them to go to hell without any real good reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he said,
yeah, agreed. Winter.
I want you
and Brett,
your boss, to fly out there. I want you to give him a personal message. He says, I want you to tell them, whoever is in charge, tell them that to get in, they have this coming week, to get into Washington and to report to me. And if they don't, I'm going to get the 1st Army from Colorado, and we're going to go over, we're going to take the base over. I don't care what kind of classified material you got. We're going to rip this thing apart.
Eisenhower was going to invade
Area 51. Yeah.
Eisenhower was a badass president. Dude didn't give two fucks.
So you go out with your superior.
He wasn't playing around.
You fly out. You land. What happens? Can you describe this whole process? What you saw?
They took us the 13 or 15 miles south to S4 and like different garage door openings. And in these garage door openings...
And, by the way, what he's about to say, these garage door openings, it matches exactly with what Bob Lazar describes when he was there.
They had, like, different saucer crafts. The very first one had the Roswell craft in. It was kind of crashed up. But apparently every alien that was in it died except for a couple.
So you see the Roswell
That also
crash, and what are some of the others that you
is a very accurate
Roswell
match
craft
with what
was
everyone else has said
really
with the
strange,
Roswell
'cause it looked
witnesses.
like real heavy aluminum foil. We could rock next to it, and you could rock it. The whole thing probably weighed 150, 300 pounds.
That also matches with what Bob Lazard said. He said it was like an aluminum-based metal that you could, if you had two people on each side, you could lift this fucking craft. It weighed nothing for how big it was, for like how big of a piece of equipment is. You could lift it with two people, easy.
Could they tell what the source of power was of this craft?
Yeah, it was like a reverse gravitational thing of some kind. In fact, later on, I got the mathematical code for reversing gravity in a 3x5 card. I guess there are different types of grays and so on.
How did you see that evidence?
Well, at the
He's referring to the tall whites.
later on at S4, we viewed the autopsy film, and then the colonel said, "What we've got in here is we're interviewing a gray alien."
All right, right there. How did you feel at that moment?
Well, I thought, boy, we had no idea we were going to see the real thing. All we saw was film.
You had to have a little bit of heart racing at that
Yes.
moment.
My boss was able to go in and had a partial interview with him.
So what did this gray alien look like? Could you describe him a little bit?
This one looked a little bit oriental.
So I'm just wondering if it looked almost human, what about this didn't look human?
No, it didn't look human as far as the skin tone and basically the shape of it and the size.
How was its head size compared with a normal human, for example?
He means oriental, and it has the same features as us. It's just different
Kinda
shape.
A little bit bigger.
Like 2 eyes, a nose.
Some of them nose was very, very
Basically what
small.
that means.
And the ears were just like holes. Mouth was very small.
Now, why were they bringing you out here at all, anyway, to see an alien? What was the point?
To go back and tell the president they actually had one.
So he did not know at this point
No.
if there was an alien at S4?
No.
What did you do then at Area? Were you done, or did you have other things to do at
Yes, so
S4?
basically we were kind of done. Went back to Area 51.
Mhm.
They took us into the main building, and there we saw a U-2, which of course we didn't know existed,
Which,
and a model of the SR-71.
Yeah, the Blackbird.
So, but like I mentioned earlier,
which for those of you who did not know, the SR-71 is believed to be based off alien technology, or alien aerodynamics, or alien technology, one of the two. This craft was built at Area 51. Let me see if I can find a good picture of it. It's not fucking tiny. Which is this aircraft. You guys all famously know the X-Men craft. This was made at Area 51. It was a secret to the entire planet for years and years and years, and then they finally came out with it. And that's why, just notice that it looks so goofy looking. It's weird. It's different than any... they built that there, and aliens were never held at Area 51. This is a common myth. Aliens were never at Area 51. It was at S4, which is just a few miles away from Area 51, an underground base. S4 is basically at Area 51, but the only thing that Area 51 ever had was reverse engineering and the mechanical side of things with like the alien spacecrafts and stuff like that. That was there once. It's not there anymore. It's believed to be all either at Area 50 or S4 or Nellis Air Force Base. I can't remember. There's rumors that it moved to an underground mountain that's like a mile-long tunnel in Arizona. Is at the Air Force Base in Arizona. And it's either there, and there was another theory where it went to. There's also theories that there's either some kind of government or alien base over the North Pole. And there's like a lot of theories that you can't go over there. A lot of the flat earthers believe you can't go to the North Pole because it's blocked up by the government to because that's the edge of the Earth and you can't go there. That's what flat earthers believe. Which I think is they took the idea from people who have put out these reports that that's where there's a big alien base and that's why you can't get there. But I don't know. There's a lot of theories of that. The biggest theory for me is like the aliens. They come here and they have their own base, and I think it's at the bottom of one of the oceans, or maybe there's multiple. There's actually reports of divers and submarines seeing fucking cities down in the ocean, and right before the people they were started dropping bombs down because there's a whole backstory with it. They started dropping bombs down, and the aliens were like, "What the fuck?" They didn't like that, so they the only thing they knew is like the guys were at the top, all their bombs were disabled, and the guy in the submarine was no more. He was gone. He vanished. Never was found again. But he had like reported all this what he saw over the walkie. But these aliens, these tall whites, they're actually just as scared of us as we are of them. They come here as families, and they come in like the ships, and they come in to build civilizations here, and they're just trying to help us grow. That's just what they do. They live for like a long time too, by the way. It's like 400 to 600 years or something like that is their lifespan. But there was a guy whose job was just to sleep in barracks. He was a weatherman. He sent up the weather balloon each morning. He did all the weather reports for the base. And his sole job, which he didn't know, was the aliens would come in with like a general or something, and they'd watch him fucking sleep just so they could get accustomed to being around a human. Because like when they see us, they're like, "Oh my god, that's a fucking alien." More unintelligent, violent. We're very violent creatures. They are very scared of us because they know that we are very fucking violent. We are very stupid, primitive, violent beings, and that scares them because like we could hurt them if they don't, like for the children at least. I don't know. To the industrial ship with a $2 donation, saying love the alien content. Keep it a big deal. Thank you, buddy. You can reverse engineer me. I'm not a flat earther, no, but they have stupid fucking flat Earth is dumb, but that's basically what that is. It's very creepy. Like I could go on all day. I've done a lot of research and in this field, and there's a lot of different theories. But can you just imagine being sent by the President of the United States to go on this top secret mission to go see aliens? Like, can you imagine if you fucking went into a base and saw a fucking alien, like, and you knew you were going to see it? Your heart would be racing, like you're about to see something that's more intelligent than you, that's not from this world. It'd be a mind-blowing experience. And the reason why the public will never know about this is because, like, just look how people reacted to this COVID-19 shit, for an example. This is just a minor thing in the whole grand scheme of things. This is nothing. It's bad, yes, but it's not something you should freak out about and panic. Panic is the last thing you should ever do in any scenario. It's how people die and get fucked over. People go and buy toilet paper, buy clean bath disinfectant, all this stuff that you can't get anymore because people go hoard it. People react so stupid that if they reveal that there was aliens or aliens made themselves known, people would lose their fucking minds, shit would go down, bad things would happen. People just can't handle, like, our stupid brains. The average person just can't fucking fathom this, and it also fuck with religions. Religions would come crumbling to the ground. Like, a lot of religion is actually believed to be based off aliens. A lot of the stories in the Bible, and the Bible actually talks about aliens. That's a whole nother day, but the Bible actually has parts in it where they talk about aliens. There's all the way back to the Mayans. They were believed to be in very heavy contact with the aliens. Some even believe them to be aliens. But the point is that there's been artifacts found from thousands and thousands of years ago of like perfectly metal gold, like airplane, like fighter jets that were like people carved out or some shit out of pure metal or gold, and they were perfectly aerodynamic. They actually expanded that piece and made it like a real life model, and it was perfectly aerodynamic, like it wasn't made from us. And there's no way that they could have made that back in the day because they didn't know what airplanes were. That wasn't way before or way after their time. There's just a lot of evidence that points to the fact that we are not alone in this universe. I know for a fact that we're not. And the even creepier thing is, there's not only aliens here, they're living here as in civilizations, and they're not only that, they're working with our government and or certain parts of the government that are like high up. I'm not saying like Donald Trump is working. Donald Trump has no fucking clue about aliens, and there's a good reason why. He would never be. This alien stuff is actually the president does not have clearance to this. Obama touched on this a little bit. He tried getting into a little bit the alien stuff. He tried talking about or trying to find out a little bit about aliens. He wasn't allowed. The president of the United States does not even have close. He couldn't. I'm sure he could show up to the base and be like, "Hey, what are you gonna do? Shoot the president?" You know, I mean, what are they gonna do? You could always threaten to invade, I guess, but it's just creepy that even the president doesn't have the required credentials to see this shit or to know about it. And Trump definitely can't be trusted with it because obviously he'd tweet about it, but the average president can't even fucking... I mean, Eisenhower was the sole... And there might have been... Who else? I think someone else dug into it a little bit too. I can't remember. Oh, JFK. JFK, and surprisingly, he was assassinated. JFK was also huge into finding out about aliens and exposing the truth. JFK wanted the people to know that he thought that people deserved to know about aliens. Eisenhower thought kind of the same. He wanted to know more himself too. He's like, what the fuck is over there? So he sent these people out, and that's what happened. And I think it's very entertaining to know that people have seen this shit. And if you guys haven't seen Bob Lazar's interviews, Bob Lazar did a great interview with fucking Joe Rogan. He's done tons and tons of podcasts and interviews over the years. He doesn't do them anymore. He hates them. He hates doing, because people ask him the same questions every time. He has to retell the story 1,000 times. He never asked for this attention either. But oh yeah, dude, I am very knowledgeable in this fucking field. And Ryan brings up a good point. Let's be honest. Every dude here would shit if alien chicks were hot. I'd fuck an alien, regardless if it's hot, just to say I did. 100%. How could you pass up that opportunity? We were here before before the tall whites discovered us. They also there are theories that they did create us too. There actually is theories that we are an experiment and that they are just testing on it. Like they created us in a little glass ball and they're like, let's see how this turns out. They did, and a lot of these glass balls withered and died, and we're like one of the last ones. Like, let's go check on this guy. A lot of those theories, a lot of theories that we're living in simulations. That would also line up with Mandela effect, alternate realities. There's tons of shit that I hope when we die we get to find out. Probably not, but I hope we do. It also fucks with religion. I think that there is an afterlife. I don't necessarily believe in anything the Bible has to say. I don't believe in any certain religion. I don't believe in that. I just think that there's an afterlife that we cannot comprehend because we do not know. That's as simple as that. That's to say, though, that I think everyone should believe in what they got to believe in. I don't think anyone should hate on anyone for believing a certain way, whether you do or don't believe, or you're in between like I am. But Robert Kennedy was into aliens as well, and he was, yeah. You want a president to release info about aliens? Good luck. They'll never know. The president will never know anything about aliens. Here, let me show you a picture of tall whites. This is obviously just a drawing of what they look like. This doesn't mean that it's completely accurate. If I can find the one that this guy, he described it to an artist and they drew him. If I can find it. They look like humans. They look like fucking humans. I think this is it. And actually, so tall whites have been described to look like this, anywhere from this. They look very humanoid. I wouldn't say this though, because from what I've heard, they have like this. this is what I would describe a tall white as. The people that have seen them have described them to have paper white. Their skin is paper white. They don't have pale skin, which is why I say this image isn't right. But this is kind of how they would look like in a way, I'd say. This is probably the most accurate. Their eyes were not completely human. They were a little bit different. So like this one, the eyes are a little bit too real. But this just kind of showing you what they look like. This is probably a good image right here. And there was actually some researchers back out in the day. Yeah, and they were all white. And the grays are what you'd think of as, they're kind of assholes. Like the grays are kind of like slaves to the whites, because like the grays are dickheads. They will kill humans if they had that choice. They don't care for us. They're kind of just like little fucking assholes. They look like your typical fucking. Actually, I'll show you one right now. This is what I believe is a real fucking video. Okay. Of a small gray interview, and this one's old and dying. Really? Do I need to actually put alien? What the fuck? Where's it at? Alien interview. Yeah, this guy. This is actually what they look like. The small grays. Right here. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, right there. This is believed to be a real video of it having a interview, and it obviously doesn't speak. It uses telekinesis. It speaks to your mind. People say that when they're talking in your head, it's the weirdest feeling ever, because you humans can't comprehend telekinesis. You just can't. You think you understand it, but you don't. And when you feel it, apparently it's like a really crazy fucking sensation. But that's basically what a small gray. And they're kind of dickheads. Small grays are the ones that do experiments on humans. They do abductions. They don't abduct you and like kill you or fucking, but they test on you. They do. They take samples from you. They do drug experiments on to test like. And apparently this was a deal the government made, or someone high up made with them, that in return that they give us technology, information, like different stuff like that. Apparently we got Velcro, Kevlar from aliens. I don't know if it came from the tall whites or the grays or both, but apparently Velcro was not a human invention, and neither was fucking Kevlar. And then what else? There was another one that was weird. They're like simple things. Like there was another weird, like simple fucking thing that they used. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, kind of got off track there. But that's basically. Yeah, grays are like 4-foot tall aliens, like the ones that you fucking picture, like the ones that are famously known for. And they're little tiny guys, and they're just dickheads. They don't like humans. They don't care for us necessarily. I wouldn't say that they're like they don't. I wouldn't say that they're going out and they want to just murder the human race or anything like that. They don't. They think of us as. You have to understand how they think. They probably view us as like fucking stupid assholes that kill each other and are super violent. If you were to go to a planet where it's just like caveman, run around murdering each other, just fucking acting like you know everything, you'd probably get annoyed at them too. You'd be like, I don't like those fucking dickheads. But yeah. I could be thinking of just Velcro. It might not be Kevlar, but I'm pretty sure I remember Kevlar for some reason. But I might be thinking of just Velcro. But regardless, even if someone, I bet if you typed in Velcro, who created Velcro, it's gonna say someone's fucking name, and someone's gonna be credited for it along the line somewhere. You can't just have something appear and be like, who created this? No one. They're gonna give someone credit for it. That's just how it's gonna be. And then fucking, what's the other one? God, what's the other one I'm trying to think of? Anti-gravity type. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's the Russian thing? Probably feels like LSD. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it feels like. I've never had it, but it's weird to think about. Definitely weird to think about. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I have a lot of knowledge about aliens, because they're fascinating. It's really just incredible, but for sure, like another thing that was interesting is the tall whites have documentation, and they know about all the fucking other species of alien in our known universe, and they showed one of the guys a book full of all the known aliens, and they got to see all, and they showed pictures of them too, like what they look like, their size, height, average lifespan, what they were about, basically all this and that. And they flipped through this thing, and reptilians were one of them. Reptilians were the one that he described here, remembered, and they live here on the planet, and they've lived here. Reptilians have lived here apparently longer than we have. They've been here since dinosaur age, like somewhere in that like prehistoric fucking shit. They've been here a long time. And reptilians are the ones that are extremely dangerous, but they're smart too. Reptilians will kill humans, apparently. They're not... I don't know if they have a relationship with the tall whites. I'm sure the tall whites have gone down and visited them, like, hey, you need to chill the fuck out or we're going to end your entire fucking race. The tall whites at the top of... Nothing's more advanced than the tall whites as far as warfare and technology. They mean peace, but if they have to wipe you out because you're fucking evil as shit, they will. They're kind of like the Avengers. And they all come from the Andromeda star system, solar system, galaxy, which is the one neighboring us. We can actually see their galaxy from a telescope, like tall whites and aliens. I have no idea the species count. I have no idea. There's a lot. Fuckload. The ones that I know about... Gosh, I should find that video. There was like 7 or 8 that were here on Earth. Like different variants. But the main ones are tall whites, grays, and then reptilians. There was another one too. I can't remember exactly what the fuck... anything. I can't remember much about it. But I remember there was another one that was... They're pretty common too. What was the name? I don't know if it says. I'm not sure what his name is, honestly. I don't know if they kept it secret or if they announced it or what. What's up, Jake? Yeah, I believe in Skinwalker. Like, that's the other interesting thing is tall whites probably have an encounter with every cryptid as well, if you think about it, because tall whites are like the alpha. Like, they are curious about everything. They have probably dissected or studied every single living organism on the planet, and they have technology that I'm sure Bigfoot, if Bigfoot is Earth-based, which who knows, maybe Bigfoot is a fucking alien too. We don't know. Like, there are theories that Bigfoot is alien. He's not from this planet. But if say he was from this planet and he was just a natural like he's just a what we think he is kind of, I'm sure they've encountered Bigfoot too, and they've abducted a Bigfoot and they fucking studied him and said, okay, this is something weird. Oh shit. You're offering too much information where you're breaking our concordance. We agreed to your residence on Earth, so as long as you kept quiet. Well, I'm breaking free, motherfucker. I'm breaking free. You can't keep me quiet for too long. Stay back. Stay back. You see this? Watch. This is how dangerous I can be. See this? You're just walking down the street. It's a sunny, I don't know, it's a sunny fucking Tuesday afternoon. You're just trying to get some groceries. And you see a guy that looks suspicious walking in a mask. I'm sitting there, chilling, smoking a fucking cigarette. And fucking, he pulls a gun on you. And I say, stop. He drops the gun and goes home. And that's how I save the day. That's how I save the day. Killer feline protocol. Oh, shit. Thanks, Industrial Ship, for the $2 donation. Skinwalkers versus Bigfoots. Aliens. Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, who knows what Bigfoots are? I personally want to believe that Bigfoots are like natural creatures of the earth. But there are a lot of theories that have solid points that they could be otherwise. Pamelo's got a taser, mace, and a pistol. Nice. There's a lot of theories on Skinwalkers too. It's something that we just don't know. We just don't know. But there's a lot of theories on them as well. How do tall whites feel about violent video games? They probably don't understand them. They don't get why we play video games. I heard a story once, and I can't remember if it was a small gray or tall white. I want to say it was a small gray, who are also extremely smart. It was in a military base somewhere, probably at Area 51 at the time. And these group of military guys, or like people that worked there or whatever, were with these grays. And one of them said, I'm going to go grab something from the office or something like that. The grays and the guy said, okay, cool. And so they walked over to where they're going to go. The guy came back. He was going to grab a few things. Well, he forgot one of the things he was going to grab. And he said, oh, shit, I forgot let's just say, I forgot the notepad, for example. And that small gray looked at him and said, what do you mean? In like telekinesis, he's like, I don't understand how you forgot. And he looks at him confused, and he's like, what do you mean? And the alien just didn't get how he forgot. They get frustrated with us when we forget things because they don't forget. Their brain is so fucking powerful. There's no forgetting. They have photogenic memory. They have everything. They don't forget things. That's not something that they do. They're like perfect. And they got offended. They get offended when we forget. They're just offended by our stupidity. They're kind of assholes. Like, that's kind of how I can describe them. They're just kind of dickheads. What are you talking about? I gotta donate. I know I got a donation. I'm an alien that probes stick as proof. It's not a probe. It's a fucking weapon. Phil Swift missed last stream's donations. Oh, Phil Swift, you did, didn't you? We had $700 in last stream's donations alone. Crazy. I'm seeing your tweet. I don't get what you're posting, Jake. I don't understand what you're saying. How much longer is the stream? About 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're just gonna chill, talk out, or talk, and you guys can ask me questions. I'll play some creepy music here, though. Where do you do all your research on aliens? Right here. Yeah, Phil. So if we got so Eli and Winter got into a bidding war. So like Winter donated $100 just out of the blue at the end of the stream, and Eli said Eli's record was like $50. He held the record, and Winter just blasted the new record. I mean, out of the water. And Eli said, no, I can't have this. So he donated $101. And then Winter did like $102. They kept going until we hit like $700. It was nuts. Oh yeah, Nick. Yeah. That's true. Nick, is it your song that's done? Like, what video did you make? Nick Oxenford wants me to check out one of his videos, so we'll check out one of his videos here. It's called Subscribe to Big Dill or Else. Okay, let's see here. Let me find this music. Where's it at? Alright. This is Nick Oxenford, who's in chat. You made with his Kind Master.
Hello. You know me, Nick. And I just want to say I'm sorry I haven't been posting in a while. I am currently making a song. Skinwalkers for Big Dill, which you need to subscribe to him if you're not. This is what's gonna happen to you if you don't subscribe to Big Dill.
Okay. Oh. You're gonna beat me with a hot dog?
Yes. So, subscribe.
And it what? What the fuck? The flashing like that's oh, that's funny. Like I was uncomfortable. I didn't know what to think of that. That nice video, Nick Oxenford. What the fuck? And then out of nowhere, Winter says, I'm not, just donates $100 out of the blue again. What? That I had my fucking I almost missed that. I mean, I would have seen it still because of the thing, but what the fuck? Shout out to Winter. Winter is one of the her and Eli are like co-owners of the fucking this channel. I might as well just put their fucking names on my fucking logo. Winter is now due your firstborn, Dill. Okay, well, that's fair, honestly. That's I don't know. Winter. I want those emojis in the chat for Winter. Those emojis. Everyone clap for Winter. Clap or the firm handshake or the fucking thumbs up. One of those three right fucking now. Right. Oh, I remember I was gonna do something for tonight's stream too, and I forgot. I'll do it for Saturday night's stream. It was a prop I was gonna bring out, but it's buried. I didn't get it out in time. The Rake, I think The Rake is fake. The Rake is basically a fan fiction of like the Skinwalker and Wendigo combined almost, is what I think of it. Yeah. Or the goat. The goat is another thing, yes. The goat, Winter and Eli are goats. Greatest of all time. And what I should do as well is apparently there's like stickers I can do, like super stickers or something. Oh, what's this? There's like super stickers you can do as well. And then, I don't know, in the Discord, there's actually a fucking, like a thumbs up thing. Like, you know how there's a thumbs up, but there's a picture of me that you can use, that you can put on. I don't know if you guys want those stickers too or not. How do I think of the Skinwalker? What do you mean? I definitely believe in the Skinwalker. Winter W with the W. Or Winter W. Winter with the W. Industrial Ship with a $2 donation saying, Winter, you rule. Big deal, you're just too hot. Thank you, Industrial Ship. Where's your video, Logan? I can't get to your video if I don't know what it's called, or your channel, or... Alright, Nick, when you get the song done, let me know and I'll play it. Favorite alien? The tall whites. Just cause they seem like they're chill. I would be friends with them. If you guys haven't already, as well, I say it every stream, I'm going to continue to say it, go and join us Reddit. Go to my channel. I'll post a link. I'm not going to look at it, because I'm purposely not looking at any of the content on it yet, because I'm going to react to it on a video. Go here, and join it, or whatever you do for Reddit. I don't know much about Reddit, but I'm going to go there and do a video reacting to that shit, so, yeah. I should do a fucking Bloody Mary challenge for you, huh? Where was that fucking video at? Jeff the Killer, there we go. All night stream? No, I gotta work tomorrow. But we'll stream again Saturday night in 2 days. And Lisa Marie, what's up with you? I'm just about to end the stream in about 5 minutes. But if you got any questions or anything you want to say, now is the time, and I'll answer it for you. Winter should be intelligent. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I agree with that. We're not going to show any more videos tonight, but yeah, no, Winter, if you ever got any videos that you want me to check out, Discord them to me, and I will prioritize yours over everyone's. Or if you message me on Instagram or Twitter. Whatever works for you. I know I got you on Instagram, that's why I'm saying that. Sexiest cryptid? I'd say Bat Squatch. Bat Squatch is the sexiest one. Tyler, 5 minutes equals 1 hour. We know how it is. The only reason I did it last time was because Winter and Eli started donating like crazy, and I felt like they deserved a longer stream. I mean, you all deserved it, but they made that possible. I wanted to reward them for their donations as much as I could. Not waiting till Saturday. We'll check it out next stream, Logan. How about that? Square deal. The end of next stream, we'll check it out. Make sure to give it, post it in the Discord, or send it to me on Instagram or Twitter. What are the chances of getting a follow back? I'll probably follow you back on Instagram. I don't like following like a whole bunch of people I don't know. If I know it's you guys, it's different. I usually don't follow back unless I like. If you have different names on Instagram than you do YouTube, that's what I'm saying. So make sure if you do that you let me know that you're from the stream, and I'll follow you back for sure. Did I find a camera? I'm pretty sure I did, but I haven't got the money yet, so I haven't bought anything at the moment. Ever heard of the Popo Bawa? No, have not. What is that? What does Slenderman remind you of? Slenderman reminds me of a mix of a tall white and a Men in Black. Is what that reminds me. It's like like Men in Black are known for having expressionless faces that wear tuxedos and are there to intimidate you, while tall whites have the physical form of a Slenderman. Alright, Juggy, send me a message on Instagram so I can see you, and then I'll follow you back. Discord? Let's see here. And just so you guys know, we do have a huge Discord community. On this channel, there's like 300 people in there. I'm not in there all the time, so if you try to contact me on Discord, I usually won't see because my notifications are off for it, because I'm in so many fucking things on Discord that I would get notifications up the fucking ass if I had them on. So I try to get on there sometimes and see, like, talk to you guys. I need to do it more often. I've been pretty bad at it lately, but just so you're aware, but you still should join it. There's a huge community of active people there. Like Crispy Cheese kind of runs the Discord as the admin there, so you guys should definitely join it. And you guys have someone, especially during the quarantine, you know, you got someone there's a whole community there to talk to you about. There's memes, there's cryptid talk, there's everything. Let's see. Invite people. Yes, that's the one I want. It expires after 1 hour. What's up, Jake? I don't subscribe to YouTube channels just for the fact that I subscribe if you earn it. You have to earn a subscription. If that's what you're referring to. Otherwise, your subscriptions are just full of fucking junk, and you're going to be seeing a bunch of videos that you don't want to see if you just subscribe to everyone, like, in random shit. Now, I'm saying your guys' thing is junk, but it's just like, you know what I mean. You have to earn it. I want to see your content. I'm going to subscribe. But if you don't post content, then my subscription is going to be full of people's names that don't even post. And I actually do use the subscription tab, because it's easy to get to, like, my PewDiePie, KSI, Nuke's Top 5. It's easy to just click right here. Welcome back, Satan. Jake, you ready for the coronavirus? What do you mean you're ready for it? You ready to get it, or you're ready to stay safe from it? Yeah, there's like approximately 300. Like if I look on the offline, so there's like a 39 subscriber category. 39 people are in this category. 153 people offline. So there's more like 200 something, I think. Or no, there's also 250 probably, I'd have to say. Hang on, gotta milk a cow. It says Yeet Daddy 69. You stay safe as well, Pamela. You as well, Jake. No, I've heard about Tiger. What the fuck is Tiger King? I've heard everyone's been talking about it, but I have no idea what the fuck it is. Some Netflix documentary or something? Oh, and as far as the music, the diss track goes, for those that were wondering, actually, first, Winter, did you ever get any kind of notification on the merch purchase that you made? Did you get like a shipping notification or anything like that? The only reason I'm asking is because I'm wondering if the coronavirus is going to affect that. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping that you can get it made. I just don't know if they're like in the factory to make that shirt. I never thought about that until recently. So let me know any updates on that, as well as the music video is scheduled for the end of June. Now I'm flying out to Philadelphia in June. If I'm not able to do that due to the coronavirus, which is a very real possibility, it will be delayed until I don't know when. I'm thinking about at that point, the song will still be done. It's just the music video wouldn't. I just don't know. Like right now, it's kind of like it only works with the music video, so it would just be delayed. I would still release it maybe on Patreon, but other than that, we might be looking at like an August date, unfortunately. Maybe even September. I don't know, but hopefully the coronavirus shit lets us fly out there and shoot. We still got like 2 months for that, so hopefully. Damn it, Dill, I have to go listen to Marilyn Manson's version of the song. Hell yeah. A lady fed her husband. Oh, is that what people are talking about? What's that? What's her fucking name? Is that what the... Oh. It should be here next week. Oh, sweet. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, Winter, you'll for sure have to send me a picture of you wearing it, or just send me a picture of you having it, whatever you prefer. And if you want, I'll shout out to the channel during a stream for sure, and shout you out. And then also, I just want to see it. Like, I want to see what it looks like. It'll be the first shirt I've ever seen. Holy shit! Winter just donated $100. Yeah, Winter is a badass. Winter is a badass. When this song is over, the stream is over. How about that? I should do online class about aliens. I'm no expert about aliens or anything like that, but I do know my shit about a lot of aliens. I know more about aliens than most people. Thank you, John, for joining that. They think the lockdown of people will last 3 to 4 months and no plane travel for a year. I doubt the whole no plane travel for a year. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong on that. I'm just saying I doubt that that's a thing. But I hope not anyways. That's gonna suck. If that's the case, then I just released a song, but I don't want to because I have no animation planned for it or anything like that. Maybe I could get a hold of someone and I could basically make an animation for the song. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping June. This sucks a lot. Alright guys, with that out the way, I'm going to end the stream. If you joined in tonight, which is all of you in here right now, I appreciate you. If you're watching this stream after the fact that you missed it, I appreciate you as well. Of course, join my Reddit if you haven't. Go buy some merch if you haven't, because, I mean, you should rep that merch. It's fucking sweet merch. Join the Patreon. There will be benefits coming to that Patreon soon, by the way. Videos. Instagram, and follow my Twitter. I do post on Twitter fairly often, so yeah, I hope you guys stay safe, enjoy the quarantine, make the most of it, And yeah, I hope all of you have a good rest of the week, end of the weekend, and I'll see you Saturday night to cap off that weekend. So, thank you for everyone tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and peace out. Also, shout out to Winter. Big shout out to Winter. You hear me?